Hello, beloveds. It's good to see you today. We are beginning a new week, and I'm so glad to begin it with you. I've heard from so many of you that you have come to look forward to these family devotions with Pastor Karen and our musical moments every day and have made it part of your regular daily routine. And I am so appreciative of that. It's such a joy for me to be able to spend a little time with you one-on-one through the screen and through the wonders of technology so that we can spend this time together and lift our lives up to God together, whatever we're going through. Today is a day that we need to stop and remember. A year ago today is when the world changed. The world stopped spinning. It felt like this is when so many things suddenly had to shut down and stop. And our life changed overnight. This time last year, there were so more questions than answers about the coronavirus, and we innocently thought that, we'll have to shut down, but in a couple of weeks, everything will be back open again and life will go on. We had only lost about 43 Americans at that time. Now, a year later, we grieve the loss of over 500,000 Americans and so many others around the world. It's unbelievable. And it's not only the lives that have been lost, and we certainly continue to lift up those who have lost loved ones and friends and neighbors and colleagues. But there are so many other things that we've all lost. We've lost a sense of freedom, a sense of safety, that we've changed our habits so much, and we are a little hesitant when we get around other people now. That never used to happen. We've lost, many people have lost jobs. Others have lost the ability to pay their rent. We have lost everything that we had built into our lives to make life good and joyful, socializing with friends and going places and travel and family vacations. Children have lost the ability to gather with other children and be in school, and high school freshmen have lost, and college freshmen have lost the experience of that freshman year in a new school. And of course, our high school and college seniors have lost that once in a lifetime experience of senior year and graduations and so many things that are important to us and that mark our lives, that become the special memories we hold on to and the things that make life good. We've all lost so much, and I think it's important for us to realize that we have all been going through and continue to grow through trauma and grief. And if we don't name that and sit with it for a while and fully experience that, if we try to just forget it and move on and ignore it and pretend it didn't happen, it's likely to continue to traumatize us and do damage. And so it's important, as your pastor, I want to encourage you to find ways to actually grieve these losses and to name them and to offer them up to God and ask for God's healing and comfort and renewed strength. We all need that when we're going through grief, and we are all going through grief, whether we realize it or not. And of course, the pandemic is not over, but we're so grateful that its effects are lessening and things are being able to reopen to some extent. And we are able, after we get vaccinated, thank goodness, thank God for the vaccine, we are able to be with other people again in some limited ways. And that's so good. But we still have a long way to go. And I think the only way that we can come through this traumatizing time in a healthy way and in wholeness and to make life good again is for us to fully acknowledge, remember what we've lost, to grieve those losses, and to look for the hidden blessings within this year and within those losses. The next time we get together, I want us to talk about what we've learned and what we've done and what we've gained to help us do that. But I want you to do that on your own as well. And give thanks to God for all of those who stepped up in heroic ways and continue to save lives. The doctors, the nurses, the hospital staffs, the first responders, all of those who have helped us continue on and who have done just amazing things and put their own lives and their own energy and their own safety on the line in order to help everyone else. We have so much to give thanks for, and that's important too. But I want you to treat yourself gently in these days, because we are people who are going through grief, and we are people who have experienced trauma in one way or another. When life is suddenly ripped apart and everything changes, that's traumatizing. And some have navigated that really well, and others have found it very difficult. And so as a community of faith, we want to gather around those who have found it especially difficult and be with them and pray with them and encourage them and let them know that they are not alone. In fact, none of us are alone. In Psalm 119, the refrain that goes over and over again through that psalm is, God's faithfulness and steadfast love endure forever. And so that is how we can move through these stages of grief that we are all going through together, by remembering that God's faithfulness and steadfast love endure forever. God is with us. God has been with us through it all. God is with us right now. God is going ahead of us. God is with us. God will be with us in the days and weeks and months to come. And because of that, we know that we can endure as well, and that good things are ahead and that God's blessings are upon us. Know that you are loved. Know that God is with you. Know that good things are ahead for you and for us together. Be at peace. See you soon.